January 22nd, National Blonde Brownie Day, or Blondie. One of my favorites. I've had them many times. We're going to try a really easy recipe today for making them, so you should be able to do this one no problem at all. Okay, it's not that many ingredients, and really good. We're going to do a white chocolate chip version of it, so it's really a blondie. Alrighty, let's see what we need. Okay, for today you need a cup of all-purpose flour plus 2 tablespoons, a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/3 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and a cup of white chocolate chips. Alright, so we're all ready to get started here. Now those of you that know me know I like to have everything laid out ahead of time so you go boom, boom, boom and just get her done. This is one of those recipes that you can start your oven right now, 350 preheating, because this batter is going to come together pretty quick. We're going to put it into our greased pan and it's going right in the oven. So it's not your oven will be nice at 350. It's not like it'll be on for a while and you don't have to refrigerate this down. Okay, so we're going to start with our butter. We're going to put our butter in a big bowl here. We're going to add our regular sugar and our brown sugar. Okay, take a whisk and we're just going to mix that all together. You could use your your KitchenAid mixer for this, or your hand mixer if you wanted to. It's not really that complex of a recipe that you couldn't just use a hand beater, which is what I'm doing today. And then once you have your sugars and your butter mixed together, we're going to add our 1 egg, okay, to that mix. Really take your time and beat it and incorporate it well. Okay? You want to try to get it as smooth a consistency as you can. Okay? And then after the egg is incorporated, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And mix that in real good. Okay? And finally, to this wet mixture, 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Now I know you may be saying, why sour cream in a blondie? It's not my recipe, I'm just doing it. We're going to see what this is like when we're all done. Okay? So beat in your sour cream, and that's the last of your wet ingredients. Okay, now for the next step, one thing they suggest that you do is you take a little bit of your flour, that's the 2 extra tablespoons they tell you, and coat your white chocolate chips with the flour. Apparently that keeps the chips from falling to the bottom of your cookie or your blondie when you're baking it. It'll keep them in place so you'll have nice white chocolate chips throughout your blondie. We're going to see if that's true or not. Then what you do is just take the rest of your flour, the cup of flour, and you mix it, your baking soda and your salt in together. We mixed it all together. Now you're going to take this dry mixture and mix it with your wet mixture that you've been working on this whole time. Alrighty, so we're going to add that right in, mix it together, and get our dough. Then once you have your flour mixture mixed in with your wet mixture, last step, your white chocolate chips that have been dusted with the flour, you're going to mix those in too. Okay? Okay, and then once you got your chips and everything mixed, you take an 8x8 baking pan, spray it with some Pam or non-stick, piece of parchment in the bottom, and then all you're going to do is take this batter and press it right into this pan. You just want to make sure you spray it first because you don't want your blondie sticking to your pan. Okay, so we're just going to get in here and get all of our batter out of here. Some of you may have noticed I switched over to a spatula after I added the flour mixture, because obviously whisking the flour mixture into this wasn't going to be an easy task. So just as easy as you can, just try to press it down evenly throughout the pan. Okay? And then this thing's going to be ready to go. Alright, so there's our blondie ready to go in the oven. It was so easy, I made a second one. The hell, if you're going to make one, you might as well make two. And they go, 350, 25 to 30 minutes. But with baking, as always, keep your eye on them. You don't want to burn your blondies. Okay, let's see if they're ready. Oh yeah. Now that's some blondies. Looky. Nice, hot, fresh blondies. Now we're going to let these cool down a little bit. Or maybe we'll cut a nice piece now when it's hot. Put some vanilla ice cream on it. That's how you eat a blondie. I don't know, I haven't decided. There's our blondie with our scoop of vanilla ice cream. Let's give it a taste. That's great. Very easy to make. This was a white chocolate version of a blondie. I know there's a million different ones, so some people will say, it's not a real blondie, it doesn't have chocolate chips in it or whatever. It's got white chocolate. I know white chocolate's not technically chocolate, for all you haters out there. But white chocolate's my favorite, so this totally works for me. Alrighty, let me finish my dessert. I'll see you tomorrow.